Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
All right, here we go. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. What's going on?
Wednesday, hump day. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah. We got a lot of things going on here today. It is Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. A lot of people have off. I know my wife and son are chilling at the casa right now.
Yeah, my daughter and son are both chilling at the casa. They had a rager last night.
Oh, they did, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Mags had like 5 friends over.
Oh, man.
Rocco was in the mix.
Yeah.
Playing that corn song on repeat from downstairs.
Corn song?
Downstairs.
Oh, the kid that loves corn or like the heavy metal band?
Corn.
Oh, yeah.
It's the most amazing thing. It's got the juice. It's got the juice.
That's still around, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
It's on heavy rotation with Rocco.
Yeah. Well, this has got to be sick and twisted because school is out on World Teachers Day.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
So you think this would be
man.
the day you're like, okay, I go and I get acknowledged for all the hard work. Wait a minute, I'm off?
Maybe
cool.
What the hell?
Maybe they want it this way.
That's how you say thanks.
Yeah, no. Trust me, teachers love gifts.
Maybe they. Oh, so are the teachers off today too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why my wife's home.
That's
She's
right.
a teacher.
It's celebrating the holiday.
Yeah.
Everybody but the Catholic school. So where Magnolia went to middle school would not be off.
Do kids still do the whole "Hey, Mrs. Johnson, here's an apple for you"? Do they do the apple thing?
I don't think teachers are looking for apples these days.
Yeah, no. They want gift cards.
Yeah, I think if you give a teacher an apple now, like get the fuck out of here, kid.
What'd you do to this apple, kid?
Yeah, not trusting.
You're right too. Yeah.
They want Amazon gift cards.
And you're right. What the fuck did the kid do to the apple?
So many things.
TikTok.
Involving his butt.
Oh, they putting the apple up its butt. Oh, TikTok, look, I'm fucking over an adult. Yeah. Gets 9 million likes.
Today is also National Be Kind Day, or Be Nice Day, I guess. Same thing.
Okay.
So Virginia did not get that memo.
Nope. And it's also National Kale Day.
Oh.
Eee.
Oh, kale. I know they tried to make kale a thing,
They did.
but
Yeah.
it is just still not good.
People would say, Bird, seriously, kale with the air fryer, with the right seasoning, just as good as potato chips.
Kale is like lettuce on steroids with a bad attitude.
I can tell you, it was nothing like potato chips. It was, look, if I hadn't eaten in a few days and someone goes, Bird, you want some of this kale chips? Like, yeah, fuck yeah, give them to me. But am I seeking out kale chips
No.
and then saying how awesome it is? No.
Your boy Ryan Beckett tried to sell them to you.
I was such a dick to him about it, too. I was like, dude, these are not
Yeah.
fucking potato chips. He's like, come on, man.
Nobody's ever a dick to him.
It's fun. He's fun to be a dick to. He's a good sport.
Got a bunch of emails here. Tyler was talking about the big old story with Gisele Bündchen lawyering up to drop Tom Brady. Looks like it's heading to divorce. He said as far as the wedding ring goes, because we were asking earlier, supposedly Gisele was seen at the gym without hers. I'm like, well, is it such a big thing? I do notice that a lot of at least female TV reporters who I know are married are not wearing their wedding rings. I'm like, okay, is it a TV thing? Is it something where less people are wearing it? I do seem to notice more people either getting the initial on the ring or they wear more of those flexible rings now, the rubber ones, so you can go to the gym and do all your work. And you know, anymore, too, you wear an expensive ring out, somebody just freaking hold you up and shoot you in the head and take your jewelry.
Exactly.
You know? So who needs that?
People kill for way less than the value of an engagement ring.
So, yeah, are less people putting importance on that, saying, look, we know we're married. Who needs a silly ring? We don't need no stinking ring.
I do like it though. If you're married and you love your person, I'm old fashioned like that.
Yeah.
I think it's a sweet romantic thing to do, and I would if my wife wasn't wearing a ring just to not wear it, if there's no reason to not wear it, it would probably bother me.
The queen would bother you then.
I think a lot of things would bother me. Not about the queen. That's why I'm just not married.
Well, I'm the sweet romantic. You can see here.
I know you
Wedding
are. Does it bother you that she doesn't wear it?
No, not really. I mean, I think for some time it was like, okay, well, why are you not wearing a ring? And it's like the ring that I got her, and then she was wearing another one. She's like, well, I'm going to wear this as the wedding ring. I'm like, I don't know if it works that way.
She switched.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear a scrunchie. It's just as good as...
Yeah. And then she just kind of stopped it, and then she's got the K tattooed on her ring finger now.
Oh, okay.
And that's her thing. And to her defense, she really doesn't, she wears jewelry, but not a lot in the way of rings.
She got the mark of the Kev.
Oh, yeah, she does.
Okay.
That bitch is mine.
Is it on top of the hand or on the bottom?
Top.
Top, okay.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, so it does, it doesn't really bother me. It's not like, I need to have a ring on your finger to feel secure about our marriage.
Well, I think, too, because everyone knows their situation better than anybody. And if you all really legit trust each other, I can see how somebody may not make a big deal out of it. I just know if my dad did not have his wedding ring on, my mom would have killed him 7 ways from Sunday and maybe 3 more times on Monday. She just would not fucking put up with that shit. If my dad ever thought about taking his ring off, I would have known about it. Everyone in the house would have known about it. It would have been a big deal.
The thing I've toyed about is not wearing the ring to see how long before she says something and then how she takes it. What's because I've been wearing this for 20 plus years. If like all of a sudden after 20 plus years I just take it off, I just feel I don't want to wear.
If you're looking to spice things up, take it off.
If I want a good old fashioned fight with my wife,
do you laugh or does it hurt more if she goes, "Good, I'm glad you took that fucking stupid thing off"? That hurt or
no, I'll be all right.
Okay,
yeah, okay, cool, all right.
Really, gosh,
yeah,
okay.
I don't need to wear it. Yeah. Not where I lay the value. I'm like, okay, cool.
I hear you.
Yeah, I don't know if I would or not. It is at times it is kind of annoying. I mean, you think
I
about
get it.
It is because if you do stuff, lift stuff,
Right.
go to the gym and do any kind of weights. Yeah, I can imagine that gets pretty annoying if it pinches.
But I do think it's very sweet when 2 people love each other and like they got the rings. That's the way of showing the world. I think that's cute.
I do too.
I love that. If you really love each other.
I've thought about just downgrading on mine and not wearing anything flashy and just doing a simple band because like Kevin said, I think you make yourself a target when you wear a nice engagement ring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I see both sides. I mean, I think we all can agree this. I mean, marriage is stupid, right? All right, can I get a fucking amen on that? I think we all, yeah.
At this point, yes, for some of us, marriage is stupid.
I'm just joking. Love is real.
So Tyler said, as far as the wedding ring goes, my wife finds it to be a huge deal. Maybe it's because I've thrown away at least 3 of mine in hopes of a divorce. Hasn't worked yet. Hopefully 4th time is a charm. I just stopped beating around the bush. I just divorce her. Stop you wasting money on rings.
Right?
I don't know what's going on there, Tyler? I don't know if you're doing it right.
We got to stop the bleeding, Tyler.
Alessandra sent an email. She said, I'm a Brazilian woman from the same generation as Gisele Bundchen, and I've got a good relationship with my kind husband. We don't use the ring. The respect comes from what we feel, not from what we wear.
Yeah,
Okay.
I see a lot of comments about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think, too, probably if you're somebody that is married and no one's talked about taking rings off and then your man takes a ring off and he's already kind of being shady, that's the mind fuck you don't want.
Totally.
But if you're secure and you don't need rings, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. I
Right.
don't know if people are getting all mad about it.
I think it might be a tradition that's softening a bit because we did that poll today, and I think it was 40% said that they don't think it's a big deal. So I think that's where a majority still think, yeah, no, wedding rings, we need that. That's a good thing in our society. But I think that number is probably shifted. If you did that poll 20 years ago or 30 years ago, I think the number would be a lot higher.
It's people are more modern day people are more about their emotions as well. Going, this situation's fucking me up mentally. I'm not gonna go to the finish line because death do its part and all that. I'm out. I'm getting out of this thing.
Well, I think it's one of those things that they put on you in the ring industry, and you pay for something that you don't necessarily need, and it's not going to stop you from cheating if you're going to cheat. There are guys wearing wedding rings all the time that are cheating on women and wives. So, and same vice versa, so it's not like some kind of special force field for your privates. So you can't, oh man, I would, but I'm wearing this ring force field that.
It symbolizes teamwork and being together. I mean, I get why people love the ring. I do. I also get why people think the ring's annoying. I really am in the middle on this one. I see both sides.
Totally.
Yeah. And I think people's opinions on how important it is to actually be married are changing in our society.
It is.
So I think that's all kind of different.
We don't need you guys anymore. I think that women are realizing that, oh, wait, I don't have to get married and have some man support me. I can support myself.
Why the fuck does everything have to turn to a gender war? Good God.
With this one?
Yeah, fucking A. Not all of us are the enemy over here.
I just like to kick the snake.
Nah, but I have to say something. If not, we get flooded with emails. Stop that witch from talking. What the fuck? And then me and Kevin get, you guys don't have any balls. No one stands up to the witch.
Don't read the comments.
I like being interactive with the people.
There's another story that has got a little bit more clarity to it. Whatever happened on this Pitt, Jolie family flight in 2016 must have been chaotic because it ended the marriage of Brad and Angelina, and it got Brad to stop drinking. And Brad had sued Angelina, had to do with their winery in France. So she's like, oh, yeah, you're going to sue me? Well, I'm going to sue you, and I'm going to throw out some details about what happened on that flight in 2016.
I mean, what was he doing? Was he just fucking the plane? Was he putting his dick
You're
out?
going to hear in a second.
I think he drank too much, and he got physical with a couple of different people on that flight in his family.
The claims in her lawsuit say that Brad Pitt choked one of the children and punched another one in the face.
Choked one and punched another in the face?
Yep.
Damn, I think that was Maddox, the
Yeah,
oldest.
Maddox apparently, and that seemed
He
to
got
be
choked.
like he won't talk about and doesn't acknowledge Brad as his father anymore. And I guess they have not spoken since maybe this day from some of the reports I've heard. Brad also then allegedly slammed Angelina into a seat and then poured beer over her head.
Oh.
And then poured beer and red wine over the children.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Holy crud balls. That's a bad one. That's a bad story.
That's one that gets away. That's the kind of thing where you're like, well, what happened on that flight that got Brad to stop drinking? And he's very public about how he no longer partakes in the alcohol. Yeah, if something like that happens, if that truly did happen. Now, Brad Pitt is denying these allegations. So you don't know. But Angelina Jolie, and who knows if they would call the kids to the stand and what they might say. But if you choke one of your kids, you punch another one, and then you're pouring alcohol over your wife and kids' heads, yeah, even me who loves drinking, I'd probably be like, this is not something I need in my life.
This will all flush itself out because there's so many kids and there were so many of them on the plane. As these kids get older, they will talk about this, and it won't happen anytime soon. But I think maybe in 5-10 years, we'll hear the truth about what happened on that plane. I would believe the kids before I would believe Angelina or Brad because they both sound like he sounds like he was blacked out drunk, and she sounds like she wants to do nothing but destroy him.
Well, that's what I thought about his, allegations. How can you necessarily deny something if you were blackout drunk?
Right.
And especially if, and Maddox, I don't know how old he is, but he's got to be close to 18, if not there already.
I think he's over 18 at this point.
So if he ever got to the witness stand and could testify, if you have Angelina and one or two children saying the same thing.
He's 21.
Okay. And you got Brad Pitt, who's like, didn't happen. And you're like, well, if you're blackout drunk, how do you know it didn't happen? That's a tough thing to defend. And you have to probably say, this probably did happen, Brad. It's a good thing you stopped drinking. But even drunk, you got to be held accountable and responsible for what you did on that plane that one night with your family. So that's kind of the story that's out there. And we'd always kind of wonder, like, wow, what happened on that flight that was so bad that she immediately filed for divorce? That might let you know.
I mean, how's Clooney taking all this?
He's got to be devastated. He must be in a corner right now in tears.
But he still's got that look. That smug. What's the word you always call?
Schmarmy.
Schmarmy. When him and Pitt get together, they're schmarmy.
Schmarmy.
Yeah. So who knows? J. Rez in the chat room said, first rule of Fight Club. Come on, kids.
That's funny.
It just feels like there's a timetable on when this story might get flushed out.
It will. Eventually, the kids will tell what happened on the plane. And if Angelina's telling the truth, it'll look really bad for Brad.
It'll all come out right before his next movie. Right?
Yep.
Didn't he say he was retiring soon, too? He's probably like, oh, shit, Laura Croft's on my ass. I better just make one or two more and I'm out.
I think backing off at least from making so many. But then I think he kind of backtracked on that a bit.
Well, now he's busy with Emily Ratajkowski.
Yeah.
Oh, that's coming out, too.
Bratajkowski.
All right. Well, it's the fucking dirt. All right, stop.
It is the dirt, because look how deep we are in Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I find it fascinating.
It's fascinating. Bird finds it fascinating, too.
You know what? Because I hear that story, it makes me feel better about my own drinking with my family.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm not good, but at least I haven't poured alcohol over my kids' heads or punched them in the face or choked them yet that I remember.
I'm going to make a drink today.
Yeah. That's why I enjoy the story. So.
I totally get it.
I'm like, you know what? I'm a bad dad, but I'm not as bad as Brad Pitt.
People always love hearing. That's why people love hearing other people fuck up. Because like, okay, all right.
That's why I want to make sure everybody knows this story. Yeah. So when mine come out, I'd be going, yeah, Kevin's he's bad, but he's not Brad Pitt. That's just all I'm hoping. We got Karen here sent in an email, and this was a response to Virginia about staying in the shelter. And that was one of the stories that has kind of been battled back and forth about the time that they announced the evacuation, how they announced it. Was it enough? Did the city or state leaders let down the population of some of those harder hit places by Hurricane Ian?
Yeah, they only had like 12 hours, I think, to make a
21.
decision. 21, okay. Some people said 12.
You were close.
No,
Yeah,
there were some
21
people on the
mandatory,
news
I think,
saying, we only had 12 hours. We weren't given enough time.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was for them 12 hours, then you can see why it was kind of tough.
Yeah. And the other debate, too, is you talk about, okay, well, where do you go at that point? Because not everybody has family or other places to go. A lot of people don't necessarily have the resources to say, I'm going to go hunker down in a motel for a week or whatever where this happens. So their only option is like, all right, we just got to make the best of it where we are. And Karen had said, responding to staying in a shelter, remember Katrina. I'm not sure that there weren't families in the shelter. The conditions were horrific. No toilets, people on top of each other, and locked inside the shelter. I would have lost my shit.
So in a way, that email's kind of calling Virginia out, sort of.
Let me finish.
Okay, all right. Please go on.
The memory of that is enough for me to want to take a chance and trust myself for survival. Also a mom of multiple fur babies. No way am I going to be able to bring enough supplies. Just saying, Virginia.
Damn, you got called out?
To compare the response of Katrina to the response of Ian is an absolute joke. And it's completely racially motivated. And I'll leave it at that.
The response, so what do you mean the response?
Nobody jumped after Hurricane Katrina. Everybody's jumping after Hurricane Ian because it's white people instead of black people, which is what happened in New Orleans. Absolutely.
So you think they just let them...
Yep,
sit.
I do. I do, and there's nothing you can say that'll change my mind on that.
I don't think he's going to try to.
No? Why are you going to attempt it? Yeah.
If you're comparing Ian to Katrina, you don't understand what happened during Katrina.
Okay. All right. So it was just that's what made it so bad. I think
It was the response. There was nobody coming to save people. Like, immediately, all of Florida rushed to help Ian. They had all those power trucks waiting. It was a whole different scenario, and it was a long time ago.
And that didn't happen with Katrina?
No.
Do you think it's because now they're getting better at response times and how to do it than they were then?
I think a lot of it has to do with getting better, but a lot of it also has to do with race.
Okay. So because they were of the race that they are, they said, we'll get to it when we get to it.
I think it wasn't that big of a priority because it was a lot of African American people that were suffering as opposed to white people that were suffering.
Okay. Interesting. Now, did you get that perspective from what you saw in the news or from talking to friends in New Orleans?
Both.
Okay. All right.
I mean, if you saw, she's right about the conditions, and the place of last refuge became the Superdome, and that's where a lot of people went that had nowhere else to go. And they did. They abandoned those people. They were at the Superdome. They were at the convention center. And those people were left to their own devices. And it became a horrific scene in those shelters because no one came to help them after the storm.
Who do you put that blame on? The mayor, the governor of Louisiana?
Yeah.
Who gets the blame?
I would say anybody who was in charge, FEMA, anybody who was in charge of disaster relief, anybody who was supposed to come and help those people that were begging for help for a very long time.
Do you know the race of the New Orleans governor at the time of Katrina?
I know the mayor was Asian.
The mayor was Asian at the time of Katrina.
Because Harry Lee got on TV. His name was Harry Lee. He got on TV, and you never heard anybody curse on TV. And he said, "Get your ass out of town." And he was telling everybody, "Get out of New Orleans. Do not be here."
Right.
He was an Asian man that said that. So
Okay.
I don't think that played into it. I think it was the government response.
The federal government response.
Yeah.
So you're talking your FEMA.
Disaster relief, FEMA. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting stuff. Yeah, who knows?
How big is the Superdome?
It's pretty damn big.
Bigger than Dolphin Stadium?
I don't know. Let me look.
Yeah, I mean, well, you get the numbers.
Superdome.
I always thought that it was one of the bigger places.
It is, and it's such a fun place, and they totally fixed it.
Yeah, I think it's like a 60, 70,000 seat stadium. So it's going to be standard size of what most stadiums are. And yeah, it was ransacked and destroyed. Just you can imagine. Yeah.
Is that
completely redo it?
Are you talking about the same time period? Is that where Joel Osteen got called out? Is that during the same time? Okay.
Same time as Joel Osteen. They asked him to turn his church into a place, a shelter, and maybe he saw what happened to the Superdome, and he said absolutely not.
Well, something had happened where I just remember, and I wasn't sure if what hurricane that was or what that even was, but I thought it was the Joel Osteen thing. They had sent cameras out there because I think they had said there was flooding.
It may have been a storm after that. It may have been a storm that hit Texas.
God, yeah.
But yeah, it was after Katrina, and it was quite a few years ago, and they asked him to open up his church, and he didn't. And it was a big story in Texas because the people of Texas were like, wait a minute. If you're a man of God and you won't open up your church on high ground for people that are desperate.
So am I mixing up my current events?
I think so.
All right.
It's all right.
Quiz me tomorrow, Kev. Let's see how I do.
Yeah, just put them all together in one big old stew pot. Let me see. Other things that I have seen here today. Got this study on just how much we swear. Do you think you're above or below the average?
I'm above.
Above.
The average American swears 21 times a day. 21 times a day. Only 7% of Americans now say they never swear.
I think I swear the most on the podcast. It's right after the regular show. The podcast is therapeutic for me personally. I like to fucking let them fly. When I go out in public, I try to reel it in.
Okay. So when you're around the children.
Absolutely. Not to say I've never made a mistake and said, hey, look at this fucking kid, is great. But yeah, I try to reel it in. Now, when I went to that rock show with all the little kids performing at Swampgrass Willie's, which is a bar. I was getting turned. Yeah, I might have said, "You fucking kids rock,"
And they loved it.
but we're in a bar at that point.
Rocco loved it.
At Swampgrass Willie's, those kids, me dropping F-bombs the least of their problem.
So you definitely have said the word kids after the word fucking.
What? Wait, what did you say? I didn't say none of the sorts. Wait, what?
You fucking kids rock. Yeah, you did.
Oh, I said that. But the way
I just
Kevin,
want to clarify. Yeah, I know. I'm just confirming.
The media can twist your words.
I know.
fucking Kevin, the fucking media. I know. The headline.
I just want to get it on the record that you admit that you
Yep, on the record.
like to say fucking and kids together.
All right. Fucking media. Typical media, Kevin.
Yeah,
Typical.
Typical.
Just wanted to clarify.
Can't trust him. Kevin is fake news.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a Republican. He's clearly has an agenda.
Fake hair, fake news.
Fake. Oh, shit. Fuck. You're going to take that shit from her?
It's true.
That's
Your
it.
hair looks great.
Kevin's the
Thank
one
you.
just
My
to
hair
go,
does look
it's
great.
true.
You
just
know
to back
what?
out.
Tom Brady got the same hair.
Oh.
If it's good enough for Tom, it's good enough for
He's
Kevin.
done something great. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Gosh, it's amazing.
It looks really good.
He
and it
looks
looks natural.
He's aging in reverse. He looks better than he did 20 years ago.
You are right.
Crazy. It's crazy. That
He's
guy. I'm
got
so
all
jealous.
those like supplements, and he's really big into clean eating and totally like treats his body like a machine.
Kevin has FYH. Fuck yeah, hair.
Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah, I get that feeling.
You do, though. I mean, look.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Tatiana, she sent this email. She said, you're talking earlier today about how they might start redoing packaging of food where they're finding that calories isn't necessarily effective to curb how much people are eating because it doesn't really mean a lot to them. 150 calories, I go, okay. Jaybird has a whoopie pie, 450 calories, whatever. When you apply that to how much movement you have to burn off the calories that you're about to consume, you know, like you had to do, 1 hour of Zumba to burn off 1 whoopie pie, then people are more likely to be like, all right, forget that. Tatiana said, all this calorie counting and what you're talking about, I was on my way to pick up donuts. I turned right around. Ugh.
I know.
Sorry, Tatiana. I ruined your donut party
You
this
ruined
morning.
her Dunkin'
Yeah,
run.
she
How
was-
dare
I know.
you?
I should have thought about it.
The calories to me is there's so much in the sweets and the baked goods.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of times it doesn't necessarily hit home, and I think that's probably the same way for me even with craft beer, because I'll hear, it's got 250 calories. I'm like, 250, 250. All right, it's numbers. But if you like Kev, you would have to do 200 burpees.
Right.
Oh, damn.
Burpees suck.
Right. Just to burn off that one beer, you'd be like, all right, maybe I'll just have 3.
The October month of death, when I was going through all that, I remember I was doing that. I was reading what one donut was because I was doing so much running, and it would have all my calories and the miles and all that. And you're right, the smallest of food takes up so many of your calories.
You're right.
The shitty food for sure.
It's
Yeah.
not going to make you feel fulfilled.
Them baked goods, I mean, anything in the little Debbie boxes, they're so easy, and they're not even my favorite. Those are not really my favorite kind of baked kind of snacks like that. What are you guys looking at? That's fucking freaking me out.
No, you're
Both
fine.
you and Kevin started looking in the window over there.
There's some movement.
There's people over there I don't know. I'm just looking.
All right. I'm always thinking someone's gonna fucking whack us or some crazy bullshit you said.
Guys, a little jumpy over here, huh?
Well, I
You
got
think they already got past the front desk? And
baby, I guess I got reasons to be jumpy. All kidding aside, well,
Yeah.
I got some fucking things going on.
Is the stalker back?
She's never gone. And there's a couple other weird things going on.
oh, yeah? You got weird things happening?
Imagine that. I know. But I don't talk about some of this stuff
Yeah.
because I don't think it's
Well,
good.
you're in the nest, baby.
No.
You can talk.
No.
Are more people coming to your house?
I'm not going to fall for the witch Jedi mind trick.
Okay.
I'm just saying there's a reason why I'm jumpy at times.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Oh my God, I knew something was up. Holy shit. Oh,
What happened? Oh, my
my
gosh.
gosh.
What the hell do we have here? Come on, darling. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my God. Let everybody see how gorgeous you are.
Wow. What a costume.
And she's not gonna stop her act.
Nope. Not gonna stop
Not
her
shutting
act.
the act down. She's gonna go full gorilla
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
She's touching
Yeah.
him.
Tickled my leg.
Look at that. I think. Oh, look at
Not at all shutting the act
Virginia.
down.
She's obviously been drinking something blue. How do you feel about that, Virginia?
She's eating charcoal.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Virginia when she's drinking. Sound It's drunk Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
She does kind of look like me.
Can we do a side by side?
That's zombie Virginia.
That looks like Virginia after 8 beers.
No shit. Oh, can you please say this?
That's
Who wants to die?
That's Virginia at midnight. Yeah.
It's Halloween.
Oh, my
So we
gosh.
thought we would give you a little scare.
It's Virginia's drunk twin.
I just banged
Wow.
the fuck out of my arm. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Holy shit.
Yeah, get ready. It's that time of year, y'all. It's Fright Night time.
Well, you guys almost gave it away. You both looked over there, making me all scared.
Well,
We've
it kind of
been
got
trying-
it got Jaybird a little bit nervous. You see that? He got a little jumpy.
We've been
It's on a
trying to draw you out since after the show ended. We've been trying to draw you out so we could scare you in there, but you wouldn't get out of your chair.
I'm learning ragtime on the guitar, and I got sucked in after the show.
Yeah.
Ragtime.
It's very hard. It's very difficult.
You're so current.
It's very difficult. It levels you up as a guitar. All right, Jesus. All right.
These Fright Night people, they stay in
They
character.
never break the act
They
down.
never
It's
break character.
First rule of Fright Night: never break character.
Yeah, and I do respect that. I'm just a victim of it right now, but I respect.
She's got that would. I can't tell you what that would do to my vocal cords.
She does sound like me.
So much
she
like
does.
you. If you say, "Hey, play some Cardi B," we have a fucking Cardi B. There it is.
This is my long lost sister.
That's what it sounds like to party with Virginia.
Yeah.
For too long. For too long.
Yeah.
I love it.
You did it. That's a great.
Yeah,
that's
Great job.
That's
that was a
awesome.
good job.
Let's
Thank
get the
you.
designer in here because
love
the
it.
whole Fright Nights team is here, and I think Fright Nights opens on Thursday.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
that
scared the hell
weekend.
out of me.
Yeah.
Laura was behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Did she get
Yeah.
you?
She
Good. Because I'm going to come in here for round 2.
You'll have video of Jaybird about flipping backwards in his chair.
I didn't know what was going on. Man,
Yeah.
I'm talking about some serious shit.
Yeah.
You guys got me so good.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
For anyone that does not know, Fright Night is at the South Florida Fairgrounds. These are the high-tech, really sophisticated haunted houses that they have. You guys have typically had 3, I know, in the past. Do we have a certain number on how many we're doing this year?
Yes, we're doing 3 this year.
Okay, cool. You grab your mic, pull
And
that
some
right
scare
up there.
zones.
Okay.
And some scare zones.
What is the scare zone? What's the difference in that to the typical houses?
The houses, you wait in line, go to the houses.
Yeah.
Scare zones right there in your face. You cannot escape it.
Oh.
Y'all scared. I apologize for all the
I've
bad
seen
language. I was dropping F-bombs left and right over here.
I saw your mic fly. We were watching
Yeah.
over there. The mic flew.
I would say you guys have to hear a lot of profanity out there.
Usually from the guests, we're not allowed to, but you know.
That's more what I meant. Because I mean that's the first thing that comes out of your mouth when you get startled.
I hope this isn't the promotional video. Bleep, 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 bleep.
And actually, I think it's kind of an endorsement. Actually,
It is.
yeah. When you have it that scary. Do you have themes on the 3 different haunted houses this year?
Yes, so we're doing Dead of Winter, which is a Christmas theme. It's amazing.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
We're doing Country Bill's Meat Market.
Oh.
So might be a little cannibalism, not sure. You'll have to check it out and
Ooh,
see.
It's very topical.
And then my house, which is Siren's Revenge, which is part 2 of Siren's Curse from last year.
And is Georgette one of our sirens?
She is one of my beautiful sirens, very feral, very hard to train. You should see the
Okay.
size of the litter box.
That's not Georgette. our
That's
fri-
Georgette.
That's Georgette.
Georgette.
I know
Yeah.
you.
You do know her.
Double break.
Yeah.
Double mind blown.
Yeah. Yeah, she stopped brushing since you saw her last.
Oh my gosh.
Look how good her makeup
I know,
is.
That's
she does a
unreal.
great
She
job.
did her own makeup.
It's
so good.
unreal.
It's,
It's
I
terrifying.
just posted a picture that you made me Bigfoot a long time ago, and
Yeah.
it was from
Yeah.
back in the day. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Best body painter ever
Right.
in the game. Fantastic artiste.
We gotta get a really good close up. Come on over here, Georgia, because I was looking at your
Yes.
face, and it doesn't look like it's necessarily even just. Yeah, I guess. Oh my gosh.
close?
Gosh, oh my
It doesn't
God, the
even
eyes.
look
What
like
the hell
you.
are in your eyes? That's terrifying.
It doesn't even look
what are
like
in
you.
your eyes?
Oh, I love it.
Lines.
She's got
Yeah,
contact.
get right up there. Oh
And
my
murder.
Gosh. Yeah, that's.
I love it.
Oh my.
It really
she
is.
does
That's-
look like drunk me.
Yeah,
That's
it
really
is. We need to
good.
do a side by side with you two. Wow. Okay, that's
That's a great
crazy.
job.
Yay.
So it opens Thursday. You go Thursday, Friday, Saturdays for the next couple of weekends.
So this Thursday, behind the scenes.
Okay.
So we're not fully open. That would be a special event behind the scenes.
Okay,
And yeah, pretty cool. Lights on, no scares. We don't promise. but-
that's more my speed.
Yes, you can see all the sets. It's great. And then we officially open this Friday. And then we'll be open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we'll be missing that last Friday of the month.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's always so well done, and it's one
Thank
of the
you, thank
hottest
you.
things to check out.
She's a designer. She creates,
It's
builds,
yeah,
paints.
they're so good.
Y'all
Yes.
are so good.
You're
Y'all
an
got it.
artiste.
Yeah,
I'm
they
over here.
are
I'm just
so
like
good.
kind of just coming down from all that.
Yeah, you look tired.
I'm kind of tired.
He looks like he got beat up.
Oh boy.
The adrenaline rush. That's why we do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for coming in and giving us a little look at that. We'll try to get out there, and I'd like to get whatever we can show some photos of to put on our social media and stuff like that so people can get a really good idea of what they're
Yeah.
going to
Yeah,
be seeing.
thank
'Cause,
you.
I'm going
I
to go
mean,
out there and do the
wow.
behind the scenes, but with the lights
Do
on.
it. Yes. Lights on. You can see all the sets, props. It's pretty cool. It's a different
Yeah.
experience.
That to me is the exciting part, like the set design. I just get my jollies there.
and it's
Yeah.
a guided tour.
Okay.
So we tell you all about, the inner workings.
George,
Oh.
that's terrifying in the light. I can't even imagine if I ran into oh my God.
She woke up like this.
That's a really good job.
Good
She's
Lord.
great.
That is good.
Oh, she even did her
Oh, even the
Hats off.
feet. Even the feet.
Here,
holy
show that to the camera because we can't see
crap,
that.
wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, she's not playing around. She did.
Oh, yes.
Good Lord.
That is fully committed.
Yeah. Wow.
What are you on social media, Georgette?
Devious body art.
Devious Body Art.
Body art.
WPB.
WPB.
Yeah,
Follow her.
Wow.
Check her out if you ever need to be body
Okay.
painted. And then what is yours social as well?
Beck Osborne Artist.
Nice.
Love
South
it.
Florida Honors. Okay. All right, that is Fright Nights, South Florida Fairgrounds. Thank you, ladies, for coming in here today and scaring the crap out of Jaybird. Yeah.
Well done.
You can tell I love it.
Great
Yeah,
job.
very
He's like,
nice,
wait,
very
I know
nice,
you.
very
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.